These are the 7 levels of supers in the Boys Explained.
Level 1. The mistakes.
Look, I made a mistake. A mistake? Yes.
These are the supes that really and truly shouldn't exist. The bottom of the barrel, bottom of the food chain, worthless, good for nothing, abominations. This sad lot is really just unfortunate because they were given Compound V as a child just like everyone else, but due to their incompatible DNA, the Compound V mutated them the wrong way, giving them some ridiculous abilities, or it made them a danger to themselves and the people around them. A prime example of this is Love Sausage.
You seem familiar.
You about to get familiar with these?
These supes are often hidden from society to aid in VOD's propaganda, but all supes are chosen by God and made perfect. After the exposure of Compound V, they still were kept a secret. We've seen these supes throughout the show, but the vast majority of them was in The Boys Present Diabolical, and where we got to see Mosul, Booby Face, Human Tongue, Boombox, and Teeth. Yeah, these are ass, man.
Level 2. The gimmicks.
Unlike level 1, these bastards have some control over their abilities, but it's still either ass or straight up useless. They can pass as normal functioning members of society because they're not physically impaired like level 1. But their powers are linear, making them a one-trick pony, or it has some bad trade-offs. Lamplighter is a good example of this tier. Bro can control fire, but he's not able to generate flames, neither is he fire resistant, making him vulnerable to his own attacks.
What the fuck?
Firecracker also fits into this tier since her only abilities include controlling the public with her southern accent and making fireworks. Come to think of it, I haven't really seen her use her abilities in the series. So yeah, other examples of this tier is Swatto, Eagle the Archer, Clanker. Yes, there's a superhero by the name Clanker who is in the Super Duper group and has the ability to turn into metal object. The Remember also goes into this level, but I promise it only gets better as we go forward. So
Level 3. The plebs.
the vast majority of supers fall into this tier, having half decent abilities, but their abilities can't really help them to become a superhero. Supers like Dusty from Gen V, who has the ability of decelerated aging, is a good example because he doesn't have regeneration or superhuman durability, so he'll really just live long if no one tries to directly kill him. These supers are the ones that become anything like superheroes, like actors, doctors, therapists, and so on. Some other supers in this level are Termite, who has size reduction, super strength, and super durability. Splinter, Firecracker, Soy Boy, who gave us the nastiest scene in the entire series with his duplication powers, and Doppelganger, who can transform into other people. But the next tier is where some of you might get upset with me and my opinion.
Level 4. Mid-tier.
I didn't really know what else to call these guys, but their abilities are really just mid. They're not very destructive if they face other supers or even regular people, and you'll find that a lot of the smart supes are in this level. People like Sage, whose only power is intelligence, and Mesmer, who's a telepath. Other people I'd put in this tier are the ones that can do damage but aren't that impressive, like Popclaw, who can retract her bones from her arms, Dognut, who's like a dog but he possesses huge superhuman strength and durability, and Bluehawk, the not so friendly racist superhero whose primary ability is to beat up black people. These supers aren't really anything to turn heads over, to be very honest, but level 5 is where it starts to get interesting.
Level 5. The stars.
Not all of these supers are extremely powerful, but their abilities are perfect for them to become superheroes. So most of them are actually mainstream pop stars, possessing a mass following because of their cool abilities, stunning personality, and charisma. Starlight is a good example of this tier because Starlight is decently powerful, being strong enough to lift a car, and she can siphon energy and also fly. She was able to take on various supers in combat, and she created the biggest opening in the final battle against Soldier Boy and the boys. But beyond all that, Annie's personality allowed her to cultivate a massive audience, having a lot of influence over people. And I think the popularity and influence that the stars have really set them apart regardless of their strength, because they can weaponize their truth and their audience. Other heroes like Tech Knight, who has superhuman durability and deduction skills, and also the ability to fill any hole in sight. A-Train, Supersonic, Black Noir, Queen Maeve, and Translucent would also make up this level. However, level 6 is absolutely unmatched.
Level 6. The powerhouses.
Now, this level consists of supers that could easily be a one-man army. These supers have some of the most unique and powerful abilities in the entire series, easily being able to incapacitate humans and supers alike. A perfect representation of this level is Jordan Lee. Jordan has the ability to shift between genders, and each gender come with their own separate abilities. The male side is super durable and strong, tanking hits that would kill plenty of supers, and the female side can create energy blasts and force fields. The thing with this level that really sets them apart is that if they really locked in and trained properly, they wouldn't need assistance when facing certain threats. Mindstorm is also a good example of this tier. He can do anything ranging from telepathy to hallucination to straight up mind control. His trade-off though is that he's not that durable or strong. Harper from Gen V is also broken too. Her power is Chameleon, which allows her to mimic someone's ability by touch only for a minute, and she also has a tail.
What the fuck? You're a mimic? I thought your power was... tail.
Rufus would also be a good example, but his personality is trash. He has astral projection, durability, clairvoyance, telepathy, hypnosis, and mind reading. Unlike the other supers who possess mental abilities, Rufus have above average strength and above average durability for supers. Burgess needs to lock in and he'd be able to probably take down Homelander. One hero we cannot leave out is the Pig. The Deep possess one ability that would make him a force to be reckoned with, his ability to command the ocean. This is going a little into theory here, but what if a Leviathan actually exists? This dude would be able to command a biblical beast that is supposed to bring on the rapture. If that isn't broken, I don't know what is. Surely it can't get any worse, right?
Level 7. Tyrants.
Now, these supers are nightmares, forces to be reckoned with. Their aura is intimidating. They tower over their peers solely because of their unmatched strength and mind-blowing abilities. To put this into perspective, all the supers before this level is about small town to city level in destruction. This level possesses some heavy continental hitters. Homelander is the representative of this level. Being a sadistic, narcissistic Superman knockoff, he possesses laser vision, flight, durability, and super strength, making him the only super in his universe to have this combination of powers, aside from his son Ryan. Other members of this tier could easily bring armies to their knees. Supers like Stormfront, the electrifying Nazi baddie that possessed near invulnerability, taking Homelander's laser to her chest full blast and only sustaining minimal damage. She can also fly and is super strong. It took Kimiko, Maeve, and Starlight to fight Stormfront, which is insane. Another super I'd put in this tier is Victoria Newman, primarily because her ability has good range, she's super strong, and also durable. Like, the courthouse scene should speak for itself, but she was also able to take on Homelander's laser without a scratch. But the GOAT of this tier is none other than the infamous Granny Backbreaker, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was kidnapped and tortured by Nazis for decades, and they were unable to find anything that could harm him. It also took the full strength of the boys with help from Homelander and Maeve to take on Soldier Boy. And in the end, Maeve had to sacrifice her life to try and stop him, which didn't even kill him. He's super strong, have almost infinite durability, and a radiation blast so powerful it wiped out an entire block and can turn superhumans into regular humans, making him the only force in the entire universe that can remove Compound V from someone's blood, which is absolutely interesting because Compound V is very intricate and interesting. But to find out more about Compound V, click this video on screen.